All right. Hello and welcome back, everybody, to our Skyrim Let's Play here on Mr. What's his name? Brood Grofang. Right, Brood Grofang, our orc here.
Hard to believe, isn't it?
Just had to listen to that guard. He's yapping up a storm. Yeah, we got a very brief start to our journey here. Last episode. We're only level 2, almost 3 here. But yeah, we had escaped Helgen, met up with Rayloff and his family in Riverwood to get a head start, and had just made our journey to Whiterun to speak to the Jarl. And now we are tasked with going to Bleak Falls Barrow for both these quests, actually, the Golden Claw and the Dragonstone. So yeah, without further ado, we're going to dive back into that, and I hope to dive more into kind of the play style and lore of my character here as well. We touched on it just a hair in the last episode, but to be honest, I haven't really made an insane amount of plans. I'm just trying to go with the flow, but also having a backstory and just story overall to keep me in tune and motivated. So yeah, we'll just head on to Bleak Falls Barrow, and this is going to be my first attempt at not fast traveling. I said at the end of last episode that's going to be kind of a goal for the series as long as it's feasible. Doesn't, that's a lofty goal to not fast travel in a game of Skyrim on the big map. But yeah, we'll give it a whirl here first. I realize now that not fast traveling is an awesome goal to kind of slow the series down, but if I'm uploading to YouTube where there's going to be edits and breaks and cuts anyway, it's essentially like I'm fast traveling. Apart from anything I might, have along the way on the road, on the journey. But with that, I do think I can actually make use of now in the game is using, the horses. I do plan on using, what's it called? Over there, the horse and carriage to get to the major cities, but as far as
Someone stole your sweet roll.
these guards, as far as fast traveling everywhere and anywhere, I don't think I want to go with that. I want to stick with using the horses and using the horse and carriage. So yeah, that's kind of my mindset on that for now. So I hopped back on my horse after collecting some Nern roots and thought I was sneaking and where the guards wouldn't see me, and I didn't get a bounty or anything, but here I'm riding the horse with guards chasing me. So we're definitely gonna have to be purchasing a horse in the future to use, because I don't want to have to deal with this every time. But yeah, it's weird, I didn't get a bounty on me or anything, but here we are running away from city guards. I think we can go ahead and ditch the horse here as we make our way up to Bleak Falls Barrow. What will likely be cut out and edited out is I did get a bounty onto me, a 50 coin or 50 gold bounty for getting caught jumping back on the horse. So now we got that to deal with, but I mean, it's 50 gold, right? We either turn it on or just ignore it, whatever. But yeah, we get to level up again. Level 3. I think we'll go health here. Usually in a build like this where I'm kind of going all around, I'd prioritize magic early on, which I did for 10 points, but since we have that hood or whatever that gives us more magic, we're not going to be needing to worry about that as much. I wish I could dig into another point of sneak, but we cannot. I think I'm going to wait until I get to level 20 sneak to upgrade that in this next level. Otherwise he'd be doing heavy armor, but we're gonna wait for the sneak because with us using heavy armor and with how important sneak is, we want to prioritize that. So with my main attacking really going to be two-handed weapons, not focused on archery much. I do want to still use archery to an extent for the sneak attack aspect, because obviously it's good and powerful, and I want to implement a piece of character that my character grew up hunting for the family, using both weapons, bladed weapons like this axe as well as bow and arrow. So I do want to keep that as a part of the lore to kind of make us able to use bow and arrow when needed, like right about now. I'll never understand how the bandits, while I'm sneaking undetected, juke out the arrows. I'll never get it, but just something you gotta deal with. But we obviously took care of those two pretty easily. Got a steel warhammer. It's gonna be an upgrade to our iron battle axe to some extent. Yeah, 4 points of damage, not too bad. I do know there's a third enemy up here though, from of course playing for many years, so we'll go take care of him. Picked a bad time to get lost, huh? Yeah, looks about right. So I did decide to throw on the iron armor here from this bandit we killed. It's like the same as the Imperial armor we had, except for the helmet is a little bit better, but I mean, this iron helmet looks dope, so we're gonna roll with that instead. And as I'm going through these missions here and traversing the world, I'm seeing a lot of like ore I could collect, and I know I didn't say I was gonna focus on smithing much, if at all, but I think that'd be a good piece to have to be to be able to sell for gold. And I just think it's like kind of fits in with the lore of being an orc, although it's not part of my character at all, smithing. But yeah, I do want to get a pickaxe to carry around for that. I'm just now realizing as well that I forgot to grab the muffle spell from Farengar, which would be very useful here, sneaking around with heavy armor into my first dungeon. But oh well, you live and you learn. That guy came out of nowhere, but I think it'd be a problem. Take care of these couple bandits. Not an issue at all. Juking out the arrows, come on. It's light work. Let's go ahead and loot these guys. Got the hunting bow. I'm not gonna need the longbow anymore. Here we are in Bleak Falls Barrow. I need to upgrade my sneak to 20. Oh, it's almost there. To be able to get up close and personal with these guys and kill them without having to rely on the bow and arrow too much.
Time to end this little game.
No issue at all. One thing I need to do as well that I haven't even noticed, but when I'm picking up all these ingredients and I've got like multiple, I should definitely be trying them, like eating them, to learn their effects for when I do start actually crafting potions. I got, you know, some things figured out, like right here, the Blue Mountain Flower Butterfly Wing for restore health. But yeah, I've got a surplus of a lot of ingredients, so we're gonna chow these down. So typically I would always snipe this guy for the extra archery and extra sneak, but I think, again, we're taking it slow, we're doing it again. I'm just gonna let him go through what he's gonna go through here. You know what? We're gonna grab a torch. Why not? Add a little aura. Of course, these pesky skeevers. They're always waiting on us on the stairway. But obviously, no issue for Brood Growfang here. Look at that. +1 pickpocketing. Like, we're going to be doing a lot of pickpocketing with this guy here. Actually, we might dig into Thieves Guild. We'll see. Anyway. Got Arvel calling out for us. This is the guy who swiped the golden claw from Riverwood. We got this spider we gotta get. He's hitting hard. Good thing I decided I'm going to go into restoration a little bit on this character. I'm doing a lot of damage on expert difficulty, not gonna lie. But he took care of him. We will go ahead here. Wait a minute. Why do I not have the... Oh, that's right, the mage hood. We're gonna go stamina anyway, but I was curious why I lost 30 points of magicka, but it's because I took off the mage hood for the iron helmet. But I don't really know what I'm gonna go with here. Probably heavy armor would be... Yeah, we're gonna need a little more heavy armor points. Let's talk to Arvel here.
Over here! You did it. You killed it. Now cut me down before anything else shows up.
Where's the golden claw?
Yes, the claw. I know how it works. The claw, the markings, the door in the Hall of Stories. I know how they all fit together. Help me down and I'll show you. You won't believe the power the Nords have hidden there.
Fine. Let me see if I can cut you down.
Sweet breath of arcade, thank you. It's coming loose. I can feel it. You fool. Why should I share the treasure with anyone?
And of course there's Arvel not sharing it with us, but
Careful.
we'll get that, no problem. Give me that claw. We'll grab his journal too, why not? Honestly, what's decent is I can't remember some of these Draugr, which are dead and which are alive. I know these two are definitely alive just looking at them, but like this guy back here, I thought he was alive. Like, that's gonna be interesting diving through this dungeon. And we already woke up our first one. We're not, even with 2 points invested in this month, we are not very sneaky. We need that illusion spell that makes us walk quieter with our armor on. They almost took us out. That is crazy. You know, it's still expert difficulty. They're still doing damage and I'm still doing none. I think this Ancient Nord Battle Axe is going to be a little... It's got a little less damage than the Warhammer, but I think with how it'll swing a little quicker, it might be worth it. We can also get rid of that Iron Battle Axe. We'll have to also unlock that first apprentice level restoration spell, because using healing is A, not very good at healing, and B, doesn't really level up our restoration as well. So if we're going to focus on restoration, we're going to have to get past that novice healing spell. Steel gauntlets and minor smithing. That'll be not only an increase in armor, but if we decide to do any smithing, which maybe I will, to like upgrade my armor, now we got that at least. Look at that, we found a pickaxe. We can get to mining away when we want now. Take care of these iron ores. So while I said I wasn't going to focus on smithing much, what I do think would be cool is to hang on to like those ores to make jewelry or something like that. Would be a cool piece of our character. I desperately need to get that muffle illusion spell, because even with the 2 points I have in sneak with this heavy armor, all these Draugr are hearing me and spotting me, and they're Draugr. It's not like they're common enemies, so we need to work on that bad. So with our next level up piece here, I think with how much damage we're taking, I'd love to go into like Magicka and get that sort of thing going, but right now I think we just need to focus on either even further improving our heavy armor or just bettering our two-handed to do more damage. I think we're going to go with that for now. Classic golden claw puzzle. At one point I was definitely able to remember this by heart, and I think I honestly might just be turning each lever twice, I think, what the key is. But we're gonna actually go into our inventory and look at the claw to see. It's gonna be bear, butterfly, owl. So rotations each, just like I remembered. I said it before and I'll say it again, like vanilla Skyrim, you're still getting this kind of scenery. Why I've come back to this game for 15 years, and also because they refuse to release a 6th one. But yeah, it's awesome. Of course I had to lay down a quick save there. I don't want to save scum as much on this character, as again I'm trying to slow down and be more fair with the game, but I also don't want to die and go back and lose everything. So but obviously we have now gotten the dragon stone, got a boss chest here to loot. Sure, we'll grab that. I am over encumbered though, and we gotta drop some stuff. We will get rid of that warhammer now, taking up 25 space. But yeah, our not our first quest, but one of our first quests now done, and we will be heading on back to both Riverwood and Whiterun to go on to what's next. Got an amulet of RK. We'll throw that on. It ain't much, but again, we are level 4, so 10 points extra of health is going to help us out. Alright, we have exited the dungeon, and we can now head back to Riverwood to return the claw, as well as Whiterun to return the Dragonstone. Look at this, man. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. Good old-fashioned Falkreath. The hold nobody talks about. Like, I just saw a TikTok the other day talking about how a Falkreath was deleted from Skyrim. Like, 90% of people won't even notice, but this is awesome. So now here we've got Anissa's cabin. With my character being a morally good player for the most part, I wouldn't do what I usually do here and just steal all of her stuff and kill her. But we're definitely going to stop by. I don't know what we've got going on here, but I see a lot of dead saber cats and Mike the liar, of all people, and an old orc.
I am waiting for a good death.
A good death?
Yes. Were I to simply lay down and die, it would not please Malakath.
Why do you wish to die?
My time has come. I am old. Too old to become chief. It would be wrong for me to take wives at this age. So I will die. Malakath has given me a vision of a glorious death. I am to wait here until it finds me. As you can see, it has not yet arrived.
Perhaps I could give you the death you seek.
Perhaps. Are you sure about this?
Yes, I am sure. I will give you a good death.
We shall see.
So I have no idea how powerful this guy is, but yeah, he's pretty strong. Actually, we'd have to dig into our emergency level up heal, but maybe not actually. We'll see. Obviously, we gave that old orc the great death he was seeking. I'm an orc myself. We just, duked it out for Malakath there, but this guy also killed some saber cats, and I will be taking all of their pelts and eyes to use for smithing as well as potions for the eyes. So here we are back in Riverwood. We can now go to the trader here and give his claw back. I have the golden claw, sir.
You found it. There it is. Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing, huh? I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister.
I just now realized going throughout that entire mission that I had steel armor from Jarl Balgruuf I was not wearing. That would have been much nicer with all the damage I was taking, but we got it now. Now that we're back in Whiterun here, something I haven't done yet I'm going to make sure we get to is crafting some potions, so I might not show that whole process, but I need to get going on that, so that's what we'll be doing now. Found the Fortify Illusion spell that might actually come in handy for us in using illusions, so that's good to know. In the same vein, I got a feeling that this, Fortify Magicka will do the same for us. That's kind of a good stack to have between the Fortify Magicka, Fortify Illusion, in the magic we will be doing. Fortify Health will for sure be coming in handy, so I'm going to make some of those as well. So no, I said I didn't just want a power level alchemy for a ton of money in leveling, but as I'm experimenting with potions, I do think it's fair to sell off the ones I'm not going to use, while not purposefully spamming them to make them to sell. So I'm not going to be needing Fortify Conjuration, for example. I'm not planning on doing any Conjuration. I do know from years of playing that Canis Root is particularly good for paralysis poisons. So I'm going to grab some of those, as well as some other things I remember from this lady make good potions and poisons. But yeah, Impstool. Impstool is the other one for paralysis I remember. So we're going to go whip up a paralysis potion or poison pretty soon here. Another combo I know as well from years is Ice Wraith Teeth and I think I saw it up here. Yeah, chorus eggs. I'm pretty sure those two combine for invisibility, which is gonna definitely be helpful for us sneaking around our heavy armor. And honestly, just like any of these ingredients that are like super cheap, like Tundra Cotton for 3, or the white cap I just bought for a singular piece of gold, like those ones we're gonna always pick up. Salt piles, rock warbler eggs, all these things. Death Bell, I'm pretty sure, is also a good one for poisons. So we're gonna grab that. Canis Root and Imstool. There we go. So we got a poison of paralysis, and like I said earlier, or sorry, in the last episode, I do want to dive a bit into poisons, and paralysis is definitely going to be a helpful one for us. So that's good to have. And let's see if I remember right here with Ice Wraith Teeth and Chorus Eggs, it should give us invisibility. Boom. Here we go. Invisibility for 18 seconds. I'm just going to go ahead and whip up the rest of these ingredients into more poisons and potions. Increase heavy armor skill. That might be a good one as well. That was, what was it? Yeah, Whitecap, Slaughterfish Scale, Thistle Branch. It also helps us to resist frost damage, that combination too. So, yeah, we'll definitely need that in Skyrim here with all the frost damage we're going to be taking. So we've essentially ran ourselves dry on ingredients that we have and what we know creates what. So again, I'm going to sell off anything I'm not going to use.
So you're interested in my...
Also, something I've never done in Skyrim is like buy these recipes, because why would I when I have Google and I can look it up? But these are definitely interesting, so I am going to buy them and look into them. Alright, we're all good there. I do think another stop I'm going to make on my way up to Dragon's Reach. The guard. Wait, I know you. Yeah, I remember we stole that horse on our way, and the guards are after me, but I do want to stop at Mr. Greymane back there for potential armor or weapons as well. Yeah, Greymane didn't have anything really of use for us that we aren't using already, so now we'll just head back to Dragon's Reach, and what I believe comes next is the Western Watchtower quest with, I forget the first dragon's name, but I'll likely end the episode there, as we're already getting on an hour and we've kind of knocked down 2 quests in this episode.
The terminology is clearly First Era or even earlier. I'm convinced this is a copy of a much older text, perhaps dating to just after the Dragon War. If so, I could use this to cross-reference the names with other later texts.
Good. I'm glad you're making progress. My employers are anxious to have some tangible answers.
Oh, have no fear. The Jarl himself has finally taken an interest, so I'm now able to devote most of my time to this research.
Time is running, Farengar, don't forget. This isn't some theoretical question. Dragons have come back.
Yes, don't worry. Although the chance to see a living dragon up close would be tremendously valuable. Now, let me show you something else I found. Very intriguing. I think your employers may be interested as well. Bah, yes, the Jarl's protege. Back from Bleak Falls Barrow. You didn't die, it seems. Ah, the Dragon Stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. Seems you are a cut above the usual brutes the Jarl sends my way.
So, what about my reward?
You'll have to see the Jarl about that. Maybe his steward, Avenici. I'm sure one of them will pay you appropriately. My associate here will be pleased to see your handiwork. She discovered its location by means she has so far declined to share with me. So your information was correct after all. And we have our friend here to thank for recovering it for us.
You went into Bleak Falls Barrow and got that? Nice work. Just send me a copy when you've deciphered it.
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it. Let's go.
Not now.
So, Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragon Stone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory. Help Irileth kill this dragon before it can attack Whiterun. No, I can't afford to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against...
So, as we just heard, I will now be able to buy the property in Whiterun, the first house, Breeze Home. I believe it's like 5,000 gold, which we can't afford now, but I do want to purchase that as my first house because, again, I played this game forever and I really just kind of skip over Breeze Home and buying the first house here in Whiterun. So I think that's kind of our next task of saving up for,
as you can imagine, very busy.
with gold, is give me 5,000 gold to buy that property. But yeah, that kind of wraps up episode 2 here. Looking quite different than from where we began in this episode, although we're in the same exact place where we stood. Going from Dragon's Reach to the Barrow, back to Dragon's Reach. But yeah, we're making good strides with our character here, Brood Grofang. Going with that, whenever I do get the Dawn Guard people like approach me in the street, talk about the Dawn Guard, I will be jumping on that right away. That's kind of like, again, my character's main motive for going like even through this life. That there's a vampire lord that had destroyed his village and killed his family, and we're trying to look for him and get vengeance. So yeah, thanks again for tuning in to this second episode now. And yeah, once we get back, it'll be slaying a dragon and going forth from there. Thank you all.